everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Isabelle from Isabelle Nursery. Today I will show you how to make the blushing on your kit. I have done another round of primary color plus a round of red. I think I am almost done with the skin tone. I will probably give a layer of sap cream at the end. I will show you that. I didn't show you all the round that I have made with the primary color. There's two reasons for that. First, it's a very long process. You already know how to do it, so I see no need to show you exactly how many rounds I make and how to make them. Second is because I have an injury on my right arm, and it's been a few months now, but it's getting worse, and I have trouble to paint because just the movement of the sponge that hurt terribly. So what I have done, I have made my washes darker to be able to do less round to get my color. But I really don't suggest you do that if you are just a beginner, because it can be patchy very easily. But I'm used to it, so for me it's a way to go. So for the future, I don't know if I will be able to make another tutorial soon because of this injury. I think I will just show you some step more precise here and there. It's just because, for example, if I want to show you, and for example, assembling a doll, it's better to show you with a complete doll. Same for the hair, same for details. I need to have some kits already done to show you some of the things. So for now I will finish this tutorial because we are almost done. But after that, I know I have planned to show some tutorial about how to make a preemie, how to make an older baby, ethnic baby. But for now I can't paint easily, so that's the reason. So for the blush, I will show you two colors that you can use to get a nice blush. It's really up to you the color you want to use. I must say I prefer to use a bloody red, kind of red with a bit of brown, but pink can do a nice job too. If you have a really pale skin tone baby, pink, light pink can be very nice. It's really a matter of preference. I will show you the two colors that I use mostly for my my blushing. First, I use Quinacridone Crimson. I really like this color. It's like pinkish red. So I will put two drops of this, and I will use Titan Buff that I will mix. Probably just a drop, and I will adjust. That's looking nice. You can see. It gives you a dark pink color. For the blush, usually I will only use a little bit of medium and a little bit of water. I don't want it to be very transparent like the washes. I want it to be more visible. Not too strong, but not too faint. I suggest that you add some retarder in your paint to be able to work the blush without having demarcation. So it will be the first step of blushing. You will go over some place later when you have finished all the paint. You can do this step at the beginning with the undertones, the blue and yellow undertones. There's nothing wrong with that. Every step you can do them in every order you wish. There's no rule for that. I will begin with the face. The more obvious place to put your blushing on the face is the cheek. I just go with kind of a drop, a tear shape on the cheek. I pounce it. Then I do the other side. No need to pounce it very hard. You just don't want to see demarcation line there. Sometime in some kits like this one, you may find it difficult to get the color. It seems that some kits don't absorb the paint very well. The paint don't stick. If it happens to you, you can add a little touch of primer on the zone you have trouble, and it may work a bit better. Don't try to go over too soon before the paint is dry, because you will remove all the layer under the cheek, the layer that you just put. So you have to wait the paint is dry, then you may try to add another layer, or you may want to use a bit of primer. I put on the nose and on the chin. I like to add some under the eyebrow bone. And if you like, you can add some on the forehead too, to give a little bit of a blotchy look, of a newborn look. You can, if you have done your lips with the color that you have used on your kit already, you can use the blush on the lips, or if you prefer, you can do them later at the end, but I like to use the blush color on the lip. But it depends. If you use bloody red for your blushing but you want more pink lips, You can just wait and do it at the end. I blush all the ear lobe. The side. Don't forget to go the other side. I mean behind. Some artists like to just go over this part with the sponge after and just add a little bit there. You can also put some blushing around the neck, like this part here, and bring it down around the neck. And if you have a little indent here, you can go and put some blush on the upper side over. This one is a bit particular. The blush will gives you a shadow effect. So everywhere you want some shadow, you can put your blush. Not sure if you see well enough with the color. This color may show you more the real deal. So the blush creates some shadow. It creates also some irritation. You know where the fold of the skin for a little baby, sometimes that creates a bit of irritation. I will try to put some more on the cheek here. So that's what you want for now, and when the kit will be all finished, you can go over some place if you want to add more blushing. I will continue with this color, and I will show you the place where I prefer to use the bloody red after. For the end, you can go all over the wrist, around the wrist. It's not an obligation, but some people like having this part a little bit darker. The elbow, and do enough of a bigger zone than just the top of the elbow. Sorry, I lose my English. In the arm crease, because it's always a little bit more irritated. You can go, like I said, the place you want a little bit of a shadow. If you have some crease on the arm, you may want to add a little bit red each side. I like to put a little bit around the arm. Not too much, just a little bit. You can go and create a shadow on the side of the arm. It's not easy to explain. I'm sorry if I'm not really clear. You can create shadow here under this part. And you can put some under the arm, like a V shape under the arm. My paint is strong. So it's subtle. It's not really dark. It's just there to bring life to the skin. If you bring the two together, you can see the difference that makes the skins look more alive. For the legs, it's the same. You can put some around the ankle. You can do the little ankle bones, just a little bit under. If you can't reach with the sponge, you can go with you can spread it with a dry brush. The knee, same as for the elbow, you go in a big zone around the knee, because they don't walk on their knee. They are baby, so no need to put too much red on the knee. Just a little bit to create a bit of definition. It's nothing very red. This limb is a bit chubby, so I will put some red each side of the bigger crease, because it's a chubby limb. So I want to create shadow and to create a bit of irritation in the fold. I like to put some all around the leg too. And this particular baby has under the knee. I will go with red there too. If you have a regular kit, you can just put some red this part. You can add some under this part is the muscle. I'm sorry if I'm not really precise with my body parts name, because I don't really know them all in English. It will give you something like that. Not too red, just enough to create life on your skin. And for the torso, same as usual. If you're not comfortable to see private part, just skip a little bit. I will go under the chest here, just create shadow and the irritation if there's some fold, some crease. I like to put on the neck and bring it like a triangle in front. I like to go under the belly button and do kind of a triangle here too. Don't forget, if you have a crease, to go each side of the crease. Under the arm. My arm hurt, but try to finish that. For the part here, go each side. It's very important to do each side because of it's often moist there, and that can cause a lot of irritation on a young baby, so it's important to add there. You can go over all the piece, and the bottom the same. Is the reddest part of all the kit. It's under. I try in my tutorial not really to show you a detailed recipe. I want you to understand what you are doing. I think it's best if you understand why you put color where you put it, so you can, if you have a kit that show different feature, you be able to put the color at the right place. You can add a bit on the spine because you want to create shadow, just to show that there's a spine there. There's some muscle. This one is not very detailed. Sometimes it's very more detailed than that, but that will bring the baby more to life. Now I will show you where I prefer to use the other color. Take red, take a bit of brown. I should have start with brown and add a little bit of red. I think that would have been more intelligent. Then on top of that you will add a touch of blue, just to give it's about the same color as the crease. Usually I use the premix color of Reborn FX baby blush, lip blush and nails. I try to get similar color. Not sure if you see. I really love this color. So that's the color that I usually use. I will add medium in there and water. Don't want it to be too strong. Retarder. The only place that you don't use too much retarder is really in the wash, because you want the kit to be able to dry eventually. But the other little color, that's not really a problem. I very like doing all my blush with this color. We'll show you what it looks like. I'm not sure if you can see the difference between the two. This one is really more natural looking, I think, than this one, but it's really a matter of preference. If you think your red is really too strong, you can totally dilute it more than me. I like doing my lips with this color. Like you see, I just add around the lips and I will push the color toward the center. And I do the same in the top. I just put some color around and I bring it toward the center. This way I keep the middle part paler. I think it looks more natural. With this color I do the inside of the mouth. It's hard to show you the inside of this mouth because I absolutely cannot open it more than that. But what I do is I put a bit of color inside and I go with my dry brush and I try to spread it all around. I bring them toward the middle of the lip too. I think that make lips that look a bit more natural. As you can see, the middle part has almost no color. Don't forget to put inside the nostril. It's important. Shading the nostril is not too easy to do, but it has to be done, as is not really a good thing to open the nostril. I know there are some artists that still do that, but open nostril, if you do it wrong, can totally ruin your kit. You can slip and open too far, or if you don't back it well enough, can be moisture that enter inside the head, can cause some problem. Don't forget to do inside the ear too. It's always darker. So what I do with this particular blush, I like to do all my fingers, tip of my finger. Use your sponge to bring the color everywhere. I think my paint dried too fast. I may want to add a little bit retarder in that. You have to do every side of the finger, about the first knuckle. That's not a problem if you put paint on top of the nails. You will put some colors anyway later. You can try to avoid them, but I think it's a bit difficult sometimes. The tip of the finger all around. The palm of the end around. If you have difficulty with the sponge, just go with the dry brush. You can go and do absolutely all your blush with this color or the pink. There's absolutely no problem with that. And I do the same with the toes. Just the tip of the toes. Be careful not to have a pulling in the crease. This baby will not look good. I struggle to do it in front of the camera because the camera is between me and the kit, and with my arm I do not bounce well enough. Under the feet you will do the sole, this shape. Spread it on the side a little bit too, and toward the middle, and all around this part là. Cette partie là, le talon. And finally the torso. I like to go on the belly button to make it red and dark. The chest the little button. And this part I want it darker red, so I go over again. A bit like that. I will not add more blushing everywhere. I will just put some if I want some place really darker, but I think that there's no necessity to go more than that. So now I have forget to tell you, if you have open eyes, don't forget, like me, go inside the eyes, inside under the eyelid, and if you have a little just this little bit in the corner, sometimes you have a little, I don't know how to say that, this little part inside the eyes, go over it with your blush. It's important that you do the inside the eyelid, on top here, because if not it will be almost white. That will be a bit strange. So that's it for that. I think the next time I will just show you the final detail. The final detail, some crease that I want darker. I want to show you the sap green color too. I want to show you what it looks like. So I hope that it was helpful. Next week I will show you all the final detail, and after that, like I said, I don't know when I will be able to show other tutorial. Will try my best to do something that doesn't need to paint a kit. I am waiting to pass some radiography and to see a neurologist about my shoulder and my wrist. So I will see the result of that in a few months maybe. So that's about that. I hope I will be able to continue painting Reborn, because it's really what I want to do, what I like to do, and it's very hard not to be able to do it without pain. Even routing is terrible for the wrist. I'm not even able to do crochet and knitting. It hurt too much, so I try to do it, but very slowly and being very careful. But I hope I will be able to continue for a long time. I will see. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss the final parts of the tutorial. And I will see you later. Bye.